Good morning. People say Russia is so bad. If you talk to people here in Western Europe, most people would say, oh, Russia is bad. That's the big threat. Because this is what they have been told over and over and over again. Right? So they believe it. But I wouldn't say so. If I had to pick one country as a threat, I would pick Germany. I don't know what it is with Germany, but I would pick Germany. Not France or Italy or Sweden or Belgium or UK, see? Something with Germany. They're sort of right there at the front of things. I don't know what it is, though. Maybe it's the bureaucrats in Germany. Maybe they are sort of badass special bureaucrats. I know media is terrible in Germany. Maybe the worst in the world. Quite possibly. So, I would look at Germany. I want to know something about the future, any dangers in the future. I would immediately look at what they are doing in Germany. Right. Well, that's just me. You know. But I thought about this when I was looking at this clip. Weird things they do in Germany. So they are renaming streets, apparently, and places. And they give them foreign names now. I don't know how common this is. But I was watching this. They had these ceremonies. There were, I think, bureaucrats and politicians there. They looked very proud, see. And they uncovered the sign, new place, or old place with a new name. I don't know. And these new signs, they had foreign names. One of them was Ismail Yarasplatz. And the other two were sort of similar. So that's what they do now in Germany, apparently. I don't know what they are doing, really. Maybe it's propaganda. See? They want people to get used to this or accept this thing, that this country is changing. It's not the old Germany anymore. This is new. So I suppose we are getting it here in Sweden soon. The same thing, I would say. Do you find anything of this in your country? I'm curious about this. Are they doing this in France? Or in the UK or Ireland or something? Denmark? I want to know. I don't think so, actually. But maybe they do. I haven't seen it. I also want to tell you about this. I haven't seen this before. It's a nurse talking about what happened during COVID. Maybe it's old, but I thought it was quite fascinating. So it's this nurse, her name is Nicole, and she's talking to a bunch of people. And she talked about what happened during COVID. So she went to work every day in a hospital, of course. And she said they were following orders. They were not to think for themselves with the knowledge or experience they had during COVID. It was just orders. This is how you deal with it, right? So a patient is coming in with these symptoms. This is what you do. Right? Orders. And she said, following these orders led to the sheer number of deaths that occurred in these hospitals. And then she says this line. She says, I didn't see a single patient who died of COVID. Wow. So she went to work every day, taking care of people, watching people die, getting sick. She didn't see one who died from COVID. Isn't that amazing? And I know from my own experience and from what I was told about this thing, that people died in the hospitals, right? They didn't die in their bedrooms. They had some symptoms, they went to the hospital, and that's when they died. Right? And that's what she says. It was the treatment, or lack of treatment. It was the orders that killed them. She talks about this drug, remdesivir, for instance. And she was very upset about this thing, of course. You know, very good nurse, I would say. Caring nurse. She really tried to get some understanding of this, what was going on. She talked to people, she talked to, institutes. She wanted to know, what's this? See? Very upset lady. I'll post a link to this clip. So what if this is true? Her observation is true. What if this is true? That nobody actually died from COVID? Wow. Wouldn't that be special? All right. Be good.